Hi, this is a video on how to tune your flute. If you are at home and you don't have me and my handy dandy tuner, okay? This is how you can utilize SmartMusic. So, one, we have flute. Okay, remember the pieces of the flute? This piece is called the foot, this piece is called the body, and this piece is called the head. Now, the way that we tune the flute is two ways. There are two ways to tune the flute. Way number one, we pull the head joint in and out of the body. Way number two is the direction that the head joint is in accordance to your head. Okay, rolling in, rolling out. All right, so you got your flute and you need to tune it. Well, first, I hate how this screen disappears. We're going to select a tune. We're going to use SmartMusic. We're going to click start, select flute, click OK. It's loading. We have to open up a tune because the tuner's inside the music record section. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Whatever. All right. So that's that assignment. Let's not care about that for now. We're going to come over here. We're going to select the tuner. Now, this tuner is in concert pitch. So you play your note, it's going to read your note. Now, I'm going to play the B flat like we usually do. Now it's showing to the left, but what does that mean? Watch my arrow right here. This is the flat sign. This is the sharp sign. If the dial is moving this way, oh, my head's going in the other direction. If the dial is moving this way, it's flat. If it's moving that way, it's sharp. Let's play that again. So it's sitting on the flat side. You see that? It's sitting on the flat side. Now, what does that mean? What do I have to do? Okay, the best way, this is how I learned it when I was in middle school. It like finally made sense to me. I've got here a ukulele because it's tiny. Otherwise, I'd show you a guitar or a violin. So we've got the strings on these instruments, right? The string resonates from here to here. This is how long the string is, okay? That's how much it sounds. Ooh, it's sharp. Now, I need to when I make the string shorter by putting my finger down, it is now coming off of this fret and down here. The pitch went up. So when I put my finger down, I'm resonating and pulling the string from here to here. Therefore, when your string is shorter, the higher the sound gets. Does this concept make sense? If it doesn't, we could use it in context of the instrument. It's just the same thing. When your instrument is shorter or longer, it changes the pitch. So this is the length of your flute. If I push the head joint in all the way, this is as high as it goes. If I pull the head joint out, I just made my instrument longer. Therefore, I made it flatter. Okay, so I'm going to push my head joint in all the way. Now it's sharp. So I'm going to pull it out because it's too high. It's too sharp, and I need to make it flat. So I make my instrument bigger. Still too high. So I'm going to pull out some more. Ooh, that's too low. So I'm going to push in. Another thing that I'm also making sure is I have to make sure that the angle of my embouchure hole, which is what this is in the right spot. Because if I roll it in, it goes flat. And if I roll it out, it goes sharp. Listen to this. And it goes down. And it goes up. Okay? So make sure it's where you need it to be and where you want to keep it. Okay. I'm going to roll it in a little. Let's make sure that I'm not rolling it the way I'm adjusting that way. It needs to be default settings, got to be in tune. A little on the flat side. So the best way to find out what default setting is close your eyes. Then you play your note, then open and see where it lands, okay? Beautiful. Okay, now keeping that in mind, we have now tuned one note. Ideally, the rest of our notes are in tune, but unfortunately, it is not like that. What you should at some point is create a tendency chart where you take your fingering chart and you go through each note. You tuned your B flat, now your instrument is in tune. After that, don't tune your instrument, don't move it for all the other notes. Don't move this part. This part is how you're going to tune the rest of your notes. For example, I'm going to play the low B flat, then I'm going to play the high B flat, and I want you to see how different the high B flat is. It's a little on the flat side. So when I play the high B flat, all I'm going to do is just roll out a little bit. Okay, and that's just a tiny bit. As the notes go higher, they're going to change in pitch. For example, the high F, so we know low F and then middle F, and then there's high F where you just pick up this finger, is incredibly sharp. So here's my B flat, then I'm going to play B flat, low F, middle F, high F. Let's see how all those notes sound. Oh my goodness. So the high F sharp is significantly sharper than the other ones. That one, every time I ever have to play it, I'm going to turn my head in just a little bit. But yeah, go around with the other notes. Sometimes C's and C sharps are really ugly and really out of tune. Create a tendency chart, get used to the way that your instrument likes to play its notes, and good luck. Sometimes SmartMusic will be like, you're so out of tune, even though your fingering is C, it's reading a C sharp. And that's totally normal. That happens, and that's what a tendency chart is supposed to fix, okay? So if you have any questions on how to tune your flute, let me know, and I could conference with you. We could have a flute lesson. Remember, I've been playing flute since I was in 5th grade. It's my first instrument. Also, check out Katie Flute. It's really fun. Yeah. Oh, where's the stop button? Stop.